Okay, also hier geht's im Market District, East und West. Amy's Home. Ministry of Energy. Ich gehe jetzt erstmal in Amy's Home. Was ich nämlich noch gar nicht getan habe, ist mir den Brief angucken. They let him know when someone dies, their mortal souls he hurts. Okay, the Reaper. Und er schickt die
If you
Vögel.
can't hear singing, but you see their eyes glow red, the Reaper will be coming to take away the dead. When the Reaper comes around, he'll take away your soul, put you in his pocket, and take you for a stroll.
Das sind ja schöne Kinderreime. Auch passend zu dieser Welt.
Beware the red-eyed ravens, they mean the Reaper's near. He'll take away your loved ones and all whom you hold dear.
Wie viele Strophen hatten der
The
Reim?
Reaper watches from the skies and sends
Ja,
ahead
das
his
ist,
birds.
jetzt kommt die
They
Wiederholung.
let him know when someone dies, their mortal souls he hurts.
Attention Danton. Urgent. I guess it must be.
If you can't
Okay.
hear
Fancy
singing, but
looking
you
wax
see their
seal.
eyes glow
That letter
red,
on it looks
the
awfully
Reaper
familiar.
will be coming to take
Fancy
away the
looking
dead.
wax seal. Attention. I guess it.
Also,
When
It's
the
soaked
Reaper
in that
comes
poor
around,
man's
he'll
blood.
take away your
das
soul,
ist, ich
put
werde den
you
jetzt eher
in his
nicht
pocket, and take you for a stroll.
lesen.
Looks like there's a plant growing inside this booth. Those are some pretty blue flowers.
Beware the red-eyed ravens, they mean the
I can't get to the
Reaper's
flowers.
near. He'll
They're sealed
take
up inside
away
the
your
booth.
loved ones and all whom you hold dear.
I kept meaning to fix that gate, but I never got around to it. I don't know. It seems to have a certain charm now. It's way beyond repair, and closing it wouldn't really serve much of a purpose.
Okay, Sally und Jimmy, Tina.
The aristocracy, guiding tomorrow's youth. I know I certainly wouldn't want them getting that close to me if I was a kid. I'd love to tear it down, but it's practically fused to the wall. The kids love playing outside my house. They're okay, as long as they don't make too much noise. The kids love playing. Hey guys, what's going on?
Hi, Amy.
Where did you kids find that jump rope?
Jimmy found it in a field behind his house. Pretty cool, huh? We haven't had something like this to play with in a long time.
Yeah, it's pretty great. That's a pretty scary rhyme you're saying, isn't it?
Only if you're scared of the Reaper, like Jimmy. He saw a raven yesterday and peed his pants. Do you believe in the Reaper, Amy?
No, it's just a story.
Yeah, I don't get how people can be scared of something like that.
Well, you're pretty brave, Tina.
Yeah, I know.
Aren't you kids supposed to be in school?
No, school
Gibt's
got
sowas
canceled
wie
this week
Schule?
because our teacher got green lung.
That's awful. Is she going to be okay?
Dunno. She didn't look too sick, so maybe she'll be back soon. I hope she is. Miss Campbell is nice. I'd be sad if she got sent to the quarantine zone.
I'm sure she'll be back next week. You'll see. How about letting me have a turn?
Really?
Sure, I was pretty good at jumping rope when I was a kid.
Well, okay.
Okay, jetzt bin ich gespannt. Muss ich da selber was machen, oder?
Cece, my playmate, come scavenge stuff with me, and we'll be jolly friends. Climb up the rotten tree, climb down this ladder into my secret room, and we'll be jolly friends till all goes boom. Miss Susie went to market, she heard the ringing bell. The guards came for Miss Susie and sent her off to hello, Mr. Nero. Please do you have the time? If you don't stop and tell me, I'll kick your big behind the broken window. There was a piece of glass. Tiberius sat on it and cut up his dumb Ask me no more questions, tell me no more lies. Germanicus and Claudius forgot to do their flies are on the bodies. Ravens in the park. Miss Susie saw the Reaper in the dark. dark. Last night and the night before, my lungs were feeling kind of sore. Will they let me stay at home or put me in the quarantine zone? Mama, mama, I feel sick. Call the doctor, quick, quick, quick. Doctor, doctor, will I die? Close your eyes and count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm still alive and on Channel 5.
Also, die Reime, die sie hat, sind auch nicht viel besser.
Miss Mary Mac, 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 all dressed in black, black, black. Because her brother had an attack, tack, tack. He asked a ministry if they had work to get some medicine as a perk. He went away, and to this day, nobody knows if he's okay, K.
That's enough.
Okay, I think that's enough for me. I'll see you kids later.
Bye, Amy.
Ja, es gibt sogar ein Achievement, Charted Hard. Kann ich mit denen auch reden?
Hey guys.
Hi, Amy.
Alles wieder die gleiche.
I'll see you kids later.
Bye, Amy.
So, wahrscheinlich müsste
The
ich jetzt
Reaper watches from
in
the
Market
skies and
District
sends
gehen.
ahead his birds.
Aber ich muss jetzt
They
zu
let
Anton.
him know when someone dies, their mortal souls.
Okay, mal Westen hin. Gordon.
Attention citizens, 2 minutes of silence will be observed this evening.
The aristocracy is a friend of the people. That's how the government keeps us informed. Sometimes I wish they had some sort of shut-off switch, though. I probably shouldn't mess up. I'd love to be able to tear them down, but it's not worth the risk.
Nach immerhin gibt es sowas wie eine
He
Regierung
actually
und
thinks this stuff is valuable. I'm not interested in any of this junk. Gordon's good people. He's had it pretty rough lately.
Hallo Gordon.
Hey, Gordon.
Amy, what are you looking for?
Why
Are
the
you
face
feeling all
mask?
right? It's strange to see you with a face mask.
I'm okay. Just being careful. I saw my neighbor cough up blood the other day, so...
What about your daughter?
She's staying at a friend's house while I'm out during the day. I got her wearing a cloth mask, too. I just wish I could get her something better, like an actual gas mask.
Business doing okay, Gordon?
Could be better. Could always be better. I'm getting desperate, thinking of taking a lottery job.
I just came from doing one myself, actually.
No kidding. I was starting to wonder where you'd been lately. Who for?
Tiberius.
Oof. I don't envy you there. But I meant who was the vaccine for.
Oh, I just thought it might be good to have some. Just in case, you know?
That's not a bad idea at all. And you're young enough that those jobs make sense. I don't think I'm cut out for energy work myself. I'd probably go to resources and maybe knowledge.
Lottery jobs are still lottery jobs, Gordon. I don't think they get any easier based on ministry.
You're probably right. Well, I hope I sell a lot today then. How's the Quicksilver restoration going, by the way?
Slowly, as always. Still looking for those elusive parts.
Well, I wish you luck. I'm always on the lookout for you.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Have you got anything good for sale?
Nothing that would interest you currently, but I get new things in all the time. If you check back later, I'll let you know when I've got something you'll like.
Okay.
Do you know anyone around here named Danton?
Danton? Doesn't sound familiar. Sorry.
Bye, Gordon.
Goodbye, Amy. Come back anytime.
Okay, kein Denton.
It's pointing into the alley, and it says Clem's Crockery.
What is Clem's
Clem has a hard
Crockery?
enough time convincing people to come into his alley. Taking this sign will only make it worse.
Anyone wishing to enter the vaccine lottery may do so by visiting the appropriate ministry and applying for a work
I know
permit.
it's not good to judge people, but this guy is creepy. Seems to be a makeshift signpost, but it's more decorative than informative these days. I wish this thing would get updated. This old heap has certainly seen better days. It's in no condition to be operated, and it looks like it's already been completely scavenged for parts. Gus never has all that much in
Fleisch.
stock, but even this seems like a measly selection. Even though it's been a while since I last ate, they still don't look very appetizing.
Young lady, have you made peace with yourself and loved ones?
Natürlich.
Death is coming, and we must be prepared to welcome it with open arms.
What?
The
No.
Reaper patrols the skies in search of the next chosen one. Will it be you?
I don't think it will.
Do not be so quick to dismiss him. Was there something in particular you wanted?
I really should be going.
So be it.
Mit dem rede ich doch nicht.
That's a fine-looking bird. They could probably feed an entire family for at least a week. I wish I could afford it. I've known Gus since we were kids. I'm glad he decided to stick with his family's business. That farm needs all the help it can get.
Well, well. Look who decided to stop by.
Nice to see you too, Gus.
Hallo Gus.
How can I be of service?
The farm holding up all right?
Not so great. We've been having a pretty rough year so far.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we'll recover, to be honest. I'm not even sure how much longer we'll be able to keep doing this. Might have to close up shop and head somewhere else. I wish Pop hadn't been so stubborn and invested in one of those automated farmhands. We could have been nice and comfy doing government work. And you could have gotten in on the action and fixed them for us when they broke. How come you never offered to repair stuff for the aristocrats anyway?
I apply every week, but they just don't want me, I guess. It's fine. I get by with my freelance repairs.
Well,
What's on sale today?
see for yourself. Stock's a bit limited, but I've got this chicken and some slabs of meat. They're a bit scrawny, but salt and dry them and they should last you a fair bit. See anything you fancy?
It all looks nice, Gus, but I haven't got anything to trade.
Could give you something on credit, you know that.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate the offer, but I'm okay. I'll come back if it's been a few days.
Don't let it get to that point if you can. It's not healthy. You need to eat.
You're starting to sound like Mariska.
Na ja,
Do you know someone called Danton?
Danton? Never heard of him. Sorry.
See you later, Gus.
You bet.
Also niemand kennt Denton?
It's good to see Gus getting customers. Better not. Gus wouldn't appreciate me distracting his customers. Looks like Denby's up to something. As usual. I haven't got anything to say. Hi, Denby.
Oh, hi, Amy.
Are you
What
up
are
to
you up to?
something?
Oh, you know, standing, breathing, the usual.
So, what's that behind you then?
Oh, that? Just my latest piece, in the works.
Another art project?
Yeah, I need to take a break from forging handwriting. It pays the bills, but doesn't feed the soul.
Everyone needs a hobby, I guess.
Anyway, I've got this chalk, so I'm trying to, think of something funny to put on the wall. I just haven't gotten any good ideas yet.
Where did you get that chalk, anyway?
I made it.
You made it.
Yeah, from Marichka's dandruff. Gross, but effective.
Quit messing around, Denby.
Fine. You promise not to tell anyone?
Promise.
Okay, well, I was scavenging around Fripp Square, and I broke into one of the classrooms at the fancy rich kid school.
Denby.
There wasn't anyone around. It's not like they'll miss it.
I swear, Denby, I am not pulling your ass out of jail.
I know what I'm doing. Besides, they deserve it. People are starving out here, and the aristocrats are just sitting around powdering their wigs.
Und du klaust Kreide. No.
Do you know of someone called Danton?
No, that's a pretty stupid sounding name if you ask me.
So, do you need all that chalk? Can I have some?
Sorry, Amy, I only have one piece, and I need it to finish this drawing.
Not even a tiny little bit?
I can't. You want some? Help me break into the place next time.
Next time?
I mean, never again. Ever, ever.
Ja, genau.
I think I have an idea for your drawing.
Really? What is it?
Why don't you draw a picture of me?
I said I wanted to draw something funny.
Fine, then draw yourself. Plenty of people laugh at your big nose.
Whatever you say, Amy. Did you have any other ideas or not?
Das ist
On
vielleicht,
second thought, I'll get back.
Okay.
vielleicht ein Puzzle, das uns
Pretty impressive
erwartet.
selection this week. Mariska actually managed to fill up her entire stand. Mariska always seems to have good food to sell, and is always trying to feed me.
Well, let her feed you.
Feels like only half the stock is rotten. That's a nice change from the norm. Mariska always seems to have good food to sell. Hello, Mariska.
Amy, hello.
I'm looking for someone named Danton. Do you know who that is?
Danton? Danton. No, never heard of that person before. Who is it?
That's what
don't
I'm
know.
trying to find out.
Well, good luck to you.
How's the day treating you so far?
Well enough. Luckily, the guard bell hasn't sounded today. I get so upset when they come through here.
Have they been coming through here a lot lately?
A bit more than normal. It makes me so mad.
I know, it's annoying. But just try to forget about it. As long as they don't bother you, it doesn't matter. I have to go now.
Okay, you come back and see me again soon, all right?
Ja, mach ich schon. So, da geht's so zum Brunnen. Gehe ich da zuerst hin? Die Statue, die würde ich mir noch anschauen.
I remember that statue terrifying me when I was younger. Now it just looks sad.
Der Baum da
Amazing how
oben
it
ist
manages
lustig.
to grow so high. It's way too high for me to reach. Not that I'd need to. Dad told me this thing was built years before I was born. I think it's called the Ideals of Man. The image on this banner means that there's water nearby. I shouldn't tear down the banner. People need to know where to get water.
Okay, mal zum Wasser.
Just an empty shell of a Wilton ladybird. Too bad. These things use carburetors instead of fuel injectors. It's already been picked clean. Looks like it could come crashing down at any moment. I'm not getting anywhere near that thing.
Vielleicht eine gute Idee.
This handle siphons the water up from the ground and into the well. The well's been filled recently.
Attention citizens, 2 minutes of silence will be observed
Nelson's
this
book
evening
stand.
at sundown
He's so
in
kind to let
remembrance
people borrow
of last
books.
day.
Kann sogar ausleihen.
I should talk to Nelson if I want to read any books.
Was ist das für ein Tower? Ein
I
Wachturm.
think that used to be a broadcast tower, but it's been years since it was in use. It's way too far. Nelson is probably one of the smartest people I know, and also one of the few I know who was around before the bombs. Hi, Nelson.
Good to see you, Amy. What can I do for you?
Have you had many visitors today?
You're the first, but the day is still young. I'm sure someone will come along.
Wouldn't it make more sense for you to sell your books?
Knowledge should always be free, Amy. Anyone can borrow what I have. Remember, if you ever want to take a break and enjoy a book, you're welcome to.
Could you tell me what it was like before the bombs?
Yes, of course. It's always nice to recall the old days. On sunny days, the sky used to be a beautiful shade of blue. You remember that?
Vaguely. I was only 5 when the bombs fell.
There's a lot of photos of it in my books, so the memory isn't completely lost, but it's not quite the same.
What else can you tell me about life before the bombs?
There were so many things people had. Electricity, running water, mobile phones. I think most of us took those things for granted. People used to say that technology was ruining our humanity, that we were forgetting how to talk to each other if it wasn't through some device. Funny how it took the near collapse of society to bring us back together.
Do you have any other stories about life before the bombs?
Things weren't always perfect, you know. We had been at war for who knows how many years. I lost count of how many attempts at peace were made before starting to fight all over again.
Who were we at war with?
The SPA. They were, or I suppose still are, a union of countries who wanted our reserves of petroleum and minerals. In the end, they decided if they couldn't have them, no one could. And so they bombed us.
Tell me something else about what it was like before the bombs.
I remember when I'd come home from teaching at the university, my wife would have dinner prepared and we'd eat together while listening to music. That was our nightly tradition. Dinner, some nice jazz, and hot mint tea afterwards. It wasn't anything special, but it was our life. I think that's probably what I miss the most.
Is there anything else you can tell me about life before the bombs?
I think that's enough stories for now.
Okay, dann darf ich
Have
euch
you
auch
heard
nicht
of someone
damit
called
weiter.
Danton?
Danton? I know a historical figure named Danton. Is that who you mean?
I'm
Vielleicht.
not sure exactly. I'm looking for someone who goes by the name Danton.
Ah, well, then I'm afraid I can't help you with that.
I think I'd like to read for a while, if that's okay.
Of course. What subject are you interested in reading about?
History.
I'm interested in learning something about history.
Wonderful. I think I've got just the book for you.
The shadow of the Third War has been looming over our society for years. Seemingly every new conflict, no matter the scale, has at some point been regarded as a potential global war. Entering the 21st century, we as a society seem to have felt a false sense of security. It had been over 60 years since the start of World War II, and despite close calls such as the Cuban Missile Crisis during the Cold War and the Iraqi wars of the late 20th, early 21st centuries, nothing had escalated to a global scale. The current conflict between the socialist powers of Asia and the Oceanic Republic, however, seems to be the likeliest to become the much-feared World War III. The SPA versus OR conflict began shortly after the turn of the century and has been going on for 20 years. At its root, it's a territorial dispute over the Pacific island of Lapao, from which the OR conducts most of its offshore drilling for petroleum. The SPA claims rights to the island as it was formerly part of their coalition before claiming independence and subsequently being annexed by the OR in 2035. Despite the signing of the peace treaties on at least 2 occasions, the conflict has reignited and continued. Surrounding countries have felt pressure from both sides to get involved, but the geopolitical implications of doing so have stopped them. However, with recent developments in the SPA's research into chemical weapons, they may soon not have much of a choice. Na, das wissen wir.
Hi, Nelson.
Was gibt's denn noch für Bücher?
I think I'd like...
Of course.
I'm interested in reading about philosophy.
Wonderful. I think I've got just the book for you.
Das lese ich jetzt aber nicht auch noch vor. Nature of Man. Can the nature of man be changed? What can change the nature of man? So, wenn ich alles gelesen habe, gibt es dann irgendwas?
Hi, Nelson.
Achievement?
I think I'd like...
Of course.
I'd like to read...
Wonderful.
Modern artists. Heidal. The Pit. So. Ist mir noch mehr?
Hi, Nelson.
Good to see.
Wenn ich jetzt Geschichte
I
nochmal
think I'd like
lese,
to...
Of course.
kriege
I'm
ich dann
interested...
nochmal das
Wonderful.
gleiche? Oder kriege ich ein anderes Buch? Nee. Okay, hat mir jetzt nicht wirklich was gebracht.
I'm not really thirsty. This water might not be the cleanest, but at least it's drinkable.
Mehr oder weniger. So, hab ich hier
Anyone
noch
wishing to enter the vaccine
was
lottery may do
10.
so by visiting the appropriate ministry and applying for a work permit.
Ja, die Lautsprecher nerven mich irgendwie. So, jetzt gehe ich mal da in die Gasse. Dieses Video ist nun vorbei, aber wenn es euch gefallen hat, dann schaut doch mal meine anderen Videos an, abonniert meinen Kanal, folgt mir auf Twitter oder unterstützt mich finanziell auf Patreon. Vielen Dank.